Right here, we're going to take a look at Finley's June 18th, 2015 athlete baseline score. This is her running full speed, and then you'll see her followed by half speed, which is 50% speed. And the reason we're slowing this down is because when we slow it down, we can actually see all the motions kind of over-exaggerated, and we can kind of pinpoint all the things that need to be fixed or addressed. And here you'll see 10%, and this is where we're really going to start looking from the top, from her head, all the way down to her feet. And we're going to start with the upper body first, and we'll start with the arms. And if you take a look here at the left arm, you'll notice how it's extended away from the body big time. It's also unhinged fully, so her arm is like a straight line, but it should be more like an L shape or a 90 degree. And then the magenta looking line shows you how offline her body is. It should be straight up and down, splitting her eyes, but she's actually kind of peeking around the other side of that. So just right away, we got some form things that we need to address with the upper body. Continuing on with the upper body, you'll look here at her right arm. So her left arm is getting extended from the body, and then obviously unhinged. Her right arm is coming across in a 90-degree angle, which is good. However, she's going across her chest, so she's kind of got a side-to-side motion going on. And you can see how much of a side-to-side motion by that pink line again. If you look at the chest, that should be pointing straight down looking at us. However, it's kind of pointing off towards the wall in the other direction. Again, that's just an alignment issue, and it starts with those arms. So we're going to have to, if we work with her at all, continuing, or anybody does, they need to address that. Moving on further, now here's one of the big issues for her. Her flexibility is poor, which is not allowing her to pick her knees up. So if you look at her knee drive, it's almost non-existent. Her foot barely comes off the ground. In order to actually lengthen your stride and actually cover some ground per step, she has to have that knee come up almost 90 degrees, and that will allow her to step out further and then drive harder. So she's got a super short stride, and that's caused by the knee not coming up, which is also caused by flexibility issues. Last thing we're going to look at is how she strikes the ground. And if you look here, we'll stop it here, you'll see how she's striking on her heel, which we should be striking on the ball of our feet, and then she's rolling out on the outside of the foot. So she's supinating on the foot. So something that we could fix with some rehab stuff, or somebody should be able to, or over there where you live. And she might even also want to look at some shoes or some insoles that help with supination of the foot. So that's kind of the running breakdown. We're going to move forward now to her vertical, and you'll see on her vertical she scored a 10 inches, which is decent. We definitely could help her out just by allowing her to use her body more, and then of course putting her in a jump training program is going to increase her vertical. Now most people ask, why does she need to have a great vertical to play softball? Well, if you have a good vertical and a good standing broad jump, you're going to be able to run very quickly and kind of explode and be a quick athlete. So that's something that we definitely want to have, especially in softball. Softball is a very, very fast, quick sport, so you have to have good reaction time and speed. Also on her standing broad jump, same kind of thing. She scored a 2-foot 5-inch jump. We'd like to see that almost to be doubled, like at least a 5-foot. So again, putting her in a jump training program of some sort would definitely help out with that. The next thing we're looking at here is her lateral speed. Now this is definitely something that you want to have good speed on as it applies to softball. And you see how she's standing straight up here. We just need to get her in a better, more athletic position. That's going to increase her speed, so kind of lower down, better center of gravity. Athletic breakdown here, you'll see her baseline scores. These are all the scores what she did. So push-ups 4 in a minute, sit-ups 20 in a minute, 1-leg plank, that's a balance test too, as well as a strength. We weren't able to get her any on that, so it's 0. Plank time was 21 seconds. And what we really want to look at obviously is the 10, 20 yard, 3.36 and 5.38. We'd like to see that down into the 2s, right away. And then of course increasing her flexibility is going to help her with her running, and then some kind of jump program to help her with her vertical and her standing broad jump, which will again contribute directly to that 10-yard time. So if we work with her again, these are things that we would definitely work on, and we were glad to have her this week.